Hello, greetings. Welcome to another edition of Outlaw Channel. Trying to be back on a more regular basis. My name's Cooper and I'm your host. Just want to start off by saying happy belated 4th of July, you beautiful, pissed off bastards. Or at least you should be. Man, oh man. The day we're supposed to celebrate liberty, courage, and telling kings to go eat shit. What did we get? We got Donald Trump and his clown car of grifting spawn taking a victory lap, bragging about vengeance. Let's see. Threatening rivals, pardoning traitors. You heard that part right. On our goddamn birthday of independence, this bloated wannabe Kaiser tried to hijack the 4th of July to flex his cult and remind us, in his delusional head, America is him. And only him. Because remember, that's all he fucking cares about. What more proof do you need? The Declaration of Independence versus his flabby fascism. Well, let's just read the very words that burned a crown right off of King George's freaking fat head. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their powers, their just powers, from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. Period. Full stop, end of sentence. That is America. That is the ultimate check on every two-bit dictator who has ever slithered up to a podium to declare, I alone can fix this. You know who didn't read this? Hitler, Mussolini, and, of course, the boy who never reads shit, Trump. Trump, the draft dodger, versus actual patriots. Let's rip this scab right off for good. We're getting this done. It's a new little bit of a tone. I'm a little bit tired today and angry. While Trump was bragging that dodging STDs was his personal Vietnam, real kids from Detroit to California to freaking Appalachia were dragging their bleeding buddies off of rice paddies. Yeah, while he was jerking off in his room, that's what was really going on. While he was ducking service with a fake bone spur note from his doctor, my uncles were out there avoiding landmines and making sure they got home and tried to keep their buddies in the same boat. And now this this sack of cowardly shit wants to stand on stage the 4th of July, chest out lecturing to the rest of us about loyalty to him? Fuck that. You're not fair. Oh my God. Sorry, my mouth just gets crazy. Head works faster than my mouth does. You're not fucking fit to carry ammo cans of any of the kids who were shipped home in flag draped boxes because of decisions made by arrogant fucking con men just like you. I'm going to tell you about a cautionary tale, Mr. Trump. The ultimate warning, and don't think history forgets, because you know how it ended for Mr. Mussolini? Well, he tried that same shit that you're doing, and big rallies, loyalty oaths, purging the press, and all that shit, and sicking thugs on critics. Well, when Italy finally snapped, they didn't just drag him out. They shot him. They shot his ass, hung him upside down by meat hooks out in the square at Milan, and let crowds spit, curse, and kick his bloated fat ass until he looked like roadkill. That was his 4th of July. Entiendes, pendejo? Don't like it? Take it up with the ghosts of every farm boy who died fighting fascism so you could slobber on cheeseburgers in a free fucking country, boy. The Declaration gave us this option, and it ought to make him sweat. And I'm going to read it out loud real slow. It is the right of the people, the motherfuckers you work for, to alter or abolish it. So, if you keep pushing your Banana Republic revenge tours, Keep worshiping your own fucking name? Keep dangling pardons for traitors like January 6th with some beer hall pushed warm-up? Then one day you're going to wake up and see the governed no longer consent. And the governed? Well, they have a funny way of rewriting regimes that outlive their welcome. Believe that. You sorry sack of shit. Now, let's not leave out his rotten brood, the whole greasy Trump clan. Junior, with his coked up dead eyes, chasing daddy's approval like the kicked little doggy. Oh, daddy, did I do a good job? Pussy. Eric, who couldn't find 2 brain cells with a map and a fucking flashlight. That is the ditziest motherfucker. He's got to have an IQ less than 90. Ivanka, she sells overpriced knockoff shoes made in sweatshops in China, in India, any other place you want to think, but not in America. And she giggles about that shit during the briefings when she was in the White House. Hell, even Jared, who floated around the Middle East playing Prince while cashing blood-soaked checks, $2 billion worth. What'd you do? You get on your knees, boy? Newsflash, kids. History doesn't just remember tyrants. It remembers their spawn. Ask Mussolini's kids. Ask Hitler's sorry post-war diehards who lived out their days in shame, changing their names to escape the stench. And honey, it stinks to high heavens right now. So here's my 4th of July outlaw pledge. And it's scrawled in sweat, whiskey, and every history of book your voters refuse to fucking read. Remember, reading's not your strong suit, Donnie? I'll never kneel to a draft-dodging, porn star-hushing, loyalty-demanding sack of yellow hair spray shit. I'll never teach a kid that loyalty to a man outweighs the loyalty to our flag and our Constitution and the people under it. And if the day ever comes when ballots and boycotts fail, I'll point to the Declaration and remind folks it's not just a right. It's a goddamn duty to start over. Because that document is a loaded pistol, man. Cocked and aimed squarely at any bloated wannabe emperor. Understand? Who tries to crown himself over us. We don't do kings, boy. The history lesson that won't escape, so happy 4th of July, Trump. Go pop your little fireworks, pardon your fucking traitors and friends, strut around your rallies like Mussolini on the balcony. But understand this, tyrants never get happy endings. History eats them alive, drags their names through the dirt, and then pisses on their memory. Sometimes it even strings them up by their feet so crowds can spit on their bloated faces. That's not a threat, man. That's a fucking promise written in 1776 itself. And you better believe we outlaws are still here to carry it out with ballots, boycotts, mass movements, and if all else fails, the sacred right to say your consent is gone. You're fired. Get the fuck out. This is Outlaw Teacher, and I'm out. See you soon with a new edition. We're going to talk about, the bullshit big beautiful bill, what it actually holds, and how it's going to fuck you up. And all you motherfuckers who think it's a good idea, stay tuned. Later.